Hello YouTubies, this is Joker Scribe and thanks for watching one of my most bodacious, amazing YouTube videos. And this video is sort of sensible. I want to demonstrate something and I want to put something into your heads, an idea that many of the manipulative YouTubers may have, and you can guarantee that some of them are doing this right now. So what is one thing that I can't stand the most on YouTube? Well, the answer to that question is people who play the victim card to get big subscribers on YouTube. And by that I mean they may just say, they are, an ex-convict, and some of them will be, or they will put themselves as the victim. Another way they could do it is pretend that something really bad has happened in their life and they will just play on it throughout their channel's history. And I've seen it quite a lot on YouTube. I've seen certain people do it, and only later when we find out what these people really are we able to realise that the whole thing was fabricated. They were living double lives. And I see it a lot on YouTube, by the way. People do actually put an act on in front of the camera. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it in its sense, but an act with a big lie is a big problem. And I've seen it a lot on YouTube. Now, what I want to do is I want to demonstrate something to you. And if you just watch this video, maybe I'm going to open up a different channel on YouTube. Let's say I'm going to call myself Jim, for instance, and a different channel called Jim Mr. Homeless Guy, ex-homeless guy, and I'll pretend that I'm an ex-homeless guy and that I've had a hard life. And this is just a demonstration video, by the way. Now just imagine me opening up a YouTube channel like that, and with the idea that since the age of 15 for the last 20 years I've been on the streets. I've been off for a few years, let's just say, so we'll alter the story a little bit. And I was taking drugs, etc. And then later on, I changed my ways, and I had a hard life on the streets. I'll tell people different stories to make it interesting. And by doing so, people will think, oh, this guy's not too bad. They'll even say on your channel, they'll say, oh, you're not bad at all, you mate. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't worry about it. Don't let people bother you anymore. Hey, I'm going to subscribe to your channel. And they'll come back and back and back to that person because they are fascinated by the different lifestyle that somebody else has had, even though it's all a complete lie. Let's just give it a demonstration video, right? And you'll see it in this clip coming up. Hi guys. This is Jim, and I'm mid-30s now, and I'd just like to say what it was like, going back a few years ago for me. And since the age of 15, I was on the streets, and I met some people on the streets. There were mostly people, smoking weed, etc., drinking, and they weren't interested in getting off the streets, but at least they were decent company. But it was a hard life. I mean, for any young people out there who are considering running away from home, etc., it is a very hard life. And I really had a lot of problems on the streets. People would come over to you and just they would spit in your face sometimes, and even you might get assaulted now and again. But it was just the weather conditions and everything. Even in summer, weren't pleasant. It was always surreal. You didn't feel like you were important, and people would just look down on you because you smell fish or something. They looked at you as if you were some type of vermin on the streets. And some of these people were very badly treated at home, and they ended up on the streets, and I was with them for a very long time. They were great guys. They weren't breaking the law or anything like that, but these people were pretty nice. But the way people looked down on them, and the way they were treated by police, etc., was just awful. So, I'm here on YouTube now. I want to make a difference to people's lives. I want to change people's thought processes on people on the streets, and hopefully, see if we can, change the circumstances for these guys, because some of these people on the streets, they're treated badly. It's worse the fact that people are not even considerate to them. They don't. It's not about money or anything. It's not about giving anything. It's just consideration. Not looking down on them, not looking down on them when they're trying to make a difference in their lives, or when they're trying to do something with their lives. Some people, may have sold the big issue now and again, and we used to. This is the type of things that used to go on. During the cold months, we used to have to, cook things in bean cans that had been thrown away in people's trashes. It was that awful. We used to have to cook like snails, etc., in bean cans just to survive on the streets. Very, very hard time. And I'm here now as somebody who is off the streets, and I've got off drugs, etc. I'm here now to make a difference for these people, because I think they deserve more than what they've got. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Jim here, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now. So there's a demonstration in the first attempt at me pretending that I am a homeless guy, that I've had problems for years, and maybe it's a bit of a beginner style, because I'm not used to doing videos like that where you're totally lying your ass off all the time. But it will be interesting to actually test that on YouTube, because eventually you'll get good at it. Your story will actually evolve in itself. You'll be able to evolve different things in the story, be able to come up with new ideas, and over time people will think, oh, this guy's alright, I like this guy. And in a way you might actually be doing people on the streets a favour too, because thinking about it, if you're spreading good things about people on the street, the hard life, people might start to have more sympathy and compassion for these people. But it's not really my point. My point is that some people will make up these huge, elaborative ideas, concepts for their channel, which are all based on lies. And lots and lots of times you guys will fall for it. This is why I never ever trust anyone on YouTube who has come on it basically for something that's happened in their life, like a disaster or whatever, and they are feeding off that alone. Because you never know, those words they say, if there's no physical condition, there's no condition that can be backed up by what you're seeing, then what you're actually hearing could just be a load of twaddle, could just be something that somebody's made up, and it's very, very easy to do. Hey, I was making that up in that video, I was just going along. Now with practice, through many, many videos of doing it, you go get good at it. And sooner or later you'll take down the rubbish ones that you made, and you'll make new ones, and guess what? People will start to believe it. And when they start to believe it, a lot of people will come to those channels and think, hey, this guy's alright, he's had a hard life, but hey, he's doing something decent with it. And I can't stand that those channels that do that. But it'll be a good scientific experiment to see how that would actually work out, just to demonstrate what exactly is going on YouTube, how people are being led, fooled by these people. And it's a shame really for you guys, but I know most of you don't fall for some of the cheap tactics, but I've seen it on different channels. I've seen people play the victim card. I've seen it recently where one person was, more or less caught red-handed for what he and she actually were. But it took a long time to actually work it out. Until then they were playing the victim card all along, and they still do, even in their books. And you go see this on many, many different channels, people playing the victim card, and it does get a little bit tedious after a while. So anyway, thank you for watching. It's just a demonstration video. It's something for interest, and I hope you guys will take something from this for yourselves. Just something for you guys to actually consider. See you later. Goodbye for now.